Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of I Live for This podcast. And when I say podcast, we are not reviewing Drag Race this episode. We actually have a special guest, which is coming soon. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to all of these new episodes that we're releasing because we're doing a brand new season of the giveaway. We're going to be giving away a 3-month podcast subscription to my wig tutorials so that you can invest in your crafts. We're also going to be giving away a 3-month podcast subscription to our exclusive Patreon content on here for the I Live for This podcast. We're going to be giving away Trinity's 2 books from her tours, right? There's 2 different kinds of books.
One's my Christmas book, and one is my All-Stars Winners 7 and my Winners Tribute series all together. 2 different books signed. 2 different people will win those. Our Grumpkins, one's themed after Shontelle, one's themed after me. Yep. And then a 15-minute viral meet and greet, virtual.
Bitch, you thinking we the viral queens, honey? Hashtag viral queen.
Virtual meet and greet with me and Shontelle in drag. That is something that's going to be really cool. And you're going to find out who won the prizes. I think there's like 6 or 7 winners from the season 10 All-Stars winners. You'll find that out next week. Those winners will be announced next week. But this week, we are doing something a little different. We have a guest. Every once in a while, we're going to
extra special guest.
We're going to be incorporating guests every once in a while for our regular podcast. But I do want to start things off with a little game. I like this game because we get to go more in depth of how we feel and what we think and our views and stuff with something fun. It's called This or That. You have to pick one and then explain. So the first category theme is deep and thought-provoking, which we know Shontelle is shallow and barely thinking at all.
I thought you were going to say deep as in like, do you like it deep or not?
Well, I mean, girl, we all know you do. We all.
I'm like the slutty girl from Sex and the City because every time we talk about something, I'm thinking you're talking about sex, and you're like, ew.
That's very you. You are a slut. You are a slut.
Shout out to the sluts. Because we do not slut shame.
Yeah, we don't slut shame. We don't just slut shame Shontelle.
Yeah.
The first one is: would you rather time travel to the past or time travel to the future?
Probably the future, because I don't really like my past.
It doesn't have to be your past. It could be like going back to the dinosaurs. Or
okay. I would want to go to the past then. I would probably want to go back and be somebody important when like Cleopatra and all them lived.
Girl, then you ain't gonna have no air conditioning, no YouTube,
but I want to see, bitch. I want to see how the fucking pyramids were made. I want all the behind the scenes, bitch, because you know all them pyramids are like.
Well, girl, you realize that the Cleopatra was born closer to our time than when the pyramids were built.
Well, that's what I mean. Like that whole time period, though, when they were doing all that.
The Egyptian things. Okay.
Yeah, the Egyptian times, honey.
I would rather time travel to the past. Going further into the future scares me.
Yeah, you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and at least with the past.
What if you go to the future and you're not even in it?
Yeah, I mean, even hundreds of years or thousands of years into the future, it's like.
What if there's another Big Bang, bitch, where the whole fucking world ends and you're there and you're like, I'm going to go to the future, but you're standing there in a black hole.
Yeah, that's scary. That is scary. So I would rather time travel to the past of like something cool. I don't know, maybe the dinosaurs or maybe something else that was we don't know. Maybe like during the time of Jesus to see if that's real or whatnot. Okay, the next one is would you rather know the date you'll die or know how you will die?
How I will die.
Same.
Because then I could stop it.
Or maybe not.
Maybe. Because it might be like Final Destination, bitch, where like no matter what choice you do, it's just going to end up to that death.
Well, because it's like, oh, you're going to die in a car crash. Okay, well,
I'd never ride a car.
You don't know. Girl, a car crash could be like you walking down the street and some car smashed.
I'd never leave my house, bitch. You ain't gonna get me, bitch.
Girl, a car crashes through your house and kills you, bitch. Trust.
Oh my God.
It will happen.
Did you ever see that video of those ladies that were in a veterinarian's office and they're taking care of the animals and stuff, and the car just bursts through the fucking veterinarian's office?
No.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Did anybody get hurt?
No, the animals lived. Some of them got
Some of the animals got damaged.
I mean, basically, they did get a little hurt, but nothing. I don't think no one died, but like it was crazy. The woman
No
was
one died at Stonewall.
No one died at Snowwall. I said Snowwall.
Stonewall. You're so stupid.
I swear I have dyslexia. Like I take words and I'll mix them together, and then it's like, yeah.
Yeah, your brain is like laxatives. I think that you should send me that video whenever you find it again.
Yes, it's so crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is, would you rather always tell the truth or never speak again?
Always tell the truth.
I do that already.
I do too. I'm like, if I don't like you, I just don't fuck with you. Or I'll tell you that I don't like you and reason why.
Yeah, I mean, I don't tell the truth. Of course, I'd rather just tell the truth.
I just keep it. Yeah, it's better to tell the truth because then you don't have to deal with anything in the future or like.
Well, you don't have to you don't have to worry about I've got to figure out this storyline that I told years ago. Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm just rather tell the truth. The next one is: would you rather be rich and lonely, or broke and loved?
Rich and lonely. I don't even like people anyways. Like I'd rather stay in my house and play video games with myself. I am a person that enjoys the silence of being alone and not having to talk to someone.
So you're saying if you got $20 million, you would leave Ethan?
I mean, you didn't say you had to leave somebody.
Lonely. Lonely means no one. Desolate. No animals, no Ethan, no friends, no playing your video games. You can't play
that game. You can't play that game because now I'm in love with Ethan. I've been with him for over 7 years. That is what it
means. Either you are rich and alone, or broke and loved. That is the two options. That's what it's saying.
I'm already fucking broke and loved. I'm dealing with it. Bitch, I live every day trying to fucking count a paycheck and trying to make my dreams happen. So I'm just going to keep doing that, I guess.
Okay, work. I would rather be broken and loved.
Yeah.
Next is lose all your memories or never make new ones.
Lose all your memories or rather make new ones?
Lose all your memories or never make new ones. So like you'll lose all your memories and then you'll be able to make new memories, but you'll lose them. Or you'll never make new memories, but you'll remember all of everything you've already done.
That's a weird question.
I would rather never make new ones and have all of my memories that I've already had.
Yeah, probably I teeter back and forth because I don't like my past.
That's true, but you're also going to be losing all your good memories too. But
what's crazy is the things that have happened to me, I think have caused me to have trauma.
Yeah.
To where I can't even remember what happened to me. I can't remember the things that happened to me as a kid. It's very patchy. I remember one thing, but I don't remember it fully.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I don't remember those things anyways, which is kind of sad because I really want to be able to remember my childhood and the things that happened to me, but I just can't.
No, I think that is a trauma response. It's a normal trauma response. There's a lot of stuff from my childhood I also don't remember because of I had a good childhood with my being raised, but it was all the stuff with my grandmother and her being sick and stuff like that. It just traumatized me where a lot of that I don't remember.
Yeah, the same thing. Can I talk about it? What happened to me?
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't know if it's too much.
That's up to you. That's on.
I don't mind sharing this because I've gotten help and I've talked to people over it. But when I was a kid, I was sexually molested by my godfather all throughout my teenage years, and having those memories have traumatized me to the point where I still think about it every day to where it causes me to have issues where I struggle with my daily things. But I've talked to people about it, and I'm a functional person. But I think that having those things happen to me as a kid just causes me to have patchy memories of what happened growing
Yeah.
up, and for me, it's like I almost want to forget those memories and make new ones.
Yeah.
But I'm also a strong believer of the past is what makes us who we are today. So I teeter back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, I had a cousin who went through that as well, and it was her. So we were like second cousins. So like her uncle, not by blood, like her aunt's husband molested her, and no one believed her for a while.
No one
And
believed
then,
me either.
and then finally something happened in the family where they were like, okay, we're gonna choose to believe her. They
Hmm.
took him to court, and then girl, they put him in prison.
See, what's crazy is when I said it, a lot like my mom thought I was joking, and she finally started to believe it after I like really
Why
made
would you
her.
joke about something like that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't get like why someone would think I'm joking about that. And to be honest, I wasn't even the person that told my mom. My ex-boyfriend at the time, we had a big blowout argument because anything that had to do with sex just made me uncomfortable, where we just had a horrible sex life, that I wound up snapping and be like, I think it's because I was molested. And I told him why. And then the next day I came home from work one day, and there was an attorney, not an attorney, a detective sitting on our table. And he was like, he had a little voice recording, and he said, I want to talk to you about what's happened to you. And I was low-key really mad because I felt like my story should be told the way that I want to say it, or I
Yeah,
should be allowed to tell somebody when I'm ready to tell somebody, not you. It's not your place.
yeah.
And we had an argument over that. But um, what was I getting at? What was
You were just saying about the memories, like losing your memories or creating new ones in that.
Yeah, but because like what I was talking about is like people thought I was joking, but we told my mom that day, and that's when she thought I was joking. And what's crazy and what still kind of like makes me feel, I guess, traumatized too at the time at this moment, is that my own grandma thought
You were lying.
thought I was lying, and she still don't believe me.
And who was the who? Like you don't say have to say a name, but who was this person to you that did this?
My grandma, my mom's
No,
real mom.
no. The person that molested you.
Oh, my godfather.
Oh,
Which is crazy because the last episode when we were talking about like things that I would do on Saturdays, um, I would go to my godmother and godfather's house and we would watch X-Men on the weekends. But what's weird is I don't really remember a lot of my childhood memories when I would go to their house, because this was when he was married to her at the time. They
mm,
had a big divorce, and I never really found out why, but
maybe that.
I don't remember much things that happened there at their house. My
Wow.
mom thinks that it might have happened then, because when I was a kid, I used to be terrified of taking baths.
Hmm.
Bad. Like I was scared of bathtubs in the water, and like one time I got my ass beat because I just literally put up a fight to not take it to like get a bath, like whatever. But um, I think that something happened to me when I was in the bathtub,
Hmm.
but I don't know. But yeah, if I could create memories like new ones, I think that's what I would do, just to like forget about those things. But at the same time, it's like it's what makes me who I am today.
Yeah, and
You
you're
know,
like a stronger person because
Mhm.
of that's awful.
I'm
I'm
more
sorry that happened.
guarded. Like
Yeah,
I feel like I'm more stone cold when it comes to sensitive subjects, and I think it's just because
you've
I
been
don't
through
know.
you've been
Yeah, and I
through
don't
it.
like to use that as a crutch. Oh, I've been through this, so like, poor me, and this is why I'm this way. No, it's just like I feel like it's just natural what happens to people that it makes them feel this way. You know, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
hard to describe.
No, I mean I totally get that. I think that when you go through traumas, it can either affect you in multiple different ways, and with you, like you said, it makes you more guarded and more enclosed and harder to like get past those walls.
And
I'm the
anything
same.
to do with sex too.
Still,
Still to this day, sometimes makes me feel weird.
um, and have you've talked to a therapist about this?
I haven't. So what happened was whenever we took him to court, he got away with it. But throughout the whole process to even be able to take this case to court, they made me go to therapy and
Oh,
talk about it. And then they
and
documented.
you said he got away with this.
He got away with it. But what's crazy is he has a twin brother. And his brother is in prison for molesting children.
So they both did it.
Yeah. And I think it was because of how they grew up. Their father and their mother was like really fucking psycho and crazy to them. I don't know the whole like history, but that's what I was told from my family. Yeah. But it's just weird that it like almost was like the same thing through both of them.
Yeah.
But they got away with it. And I did talk to a therapist, and when you talk to a therapist, I feel like you always feel like, well, why am I talking to this person that don't know me or don't really care about me? But I think what the most important thing is talking to someone that's like on the outside that can just listen, because believe it or not, it really does feel good to just get stuff out.
Yeah.
Instead of harboring it. It feels good to talk about something.
Yeah. And I know that one of your songs that's going to be on your album is called Happy Ending. Is like, it's kind of encompasses a lot of things that you've been through in life. So was that one of the inspos for that song, is like the trauma of
it's just everything. Like, I've been through so much that I'm always wondering, I always feel hopeless, not like every single day, but like there's a lot of times where I'm like, well, damn, when is my time gonna happen? Like, I've had so many things happen to me throughout the past that like, when is there gonna be a happy ending?
Yeah.
So
I think it's a beautiful song. It's my favorite song on your album that's coming out. So I'm excited for people to hear and you channeling your emotions and the things that you've
I think
been
it
through.
shows my voice too, the most vulnerable and like the range of my voice.
Yeah. This is the last this or that. Mm-hmm. Would you rather, obviously we know you are gay. Do you identify?
Obviously, you're gay with this purple sweater, your fucking earring, your curly hair.
Before I know this answer, but I'm just for everybody else before we continue.
That was just funny though. You're like, obviously, you're gay.
Do you identify as anything else than gay?
I always picture myself. This is just something that like, I always picture myself as a trans woman.
Well, your gender identity is different than your sexuality. So are you attracted to anything else other than just like sexually men?
Trans men.
Well, that's men. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that
so my question, the reason why I asked this is because would you rather, like, this or that, mm-hmm. if you were stranded on a desert island with a beautiful cisgendered model woman?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I mean, listen, I could probably get paid.
Hold on, no, there's no pay. You are stranded, girl. You went on a vacation, you and this model girl, and you got stranded on this desert island, and nobody's gonna find you. Like, you're in the middle of the ocean on this desert island. You got 2 coconuts and a bush, honey.
2 coconuts between your legs.
2 coconuts and a bush, bitch. And it's been years. You're stranded on this desert island for years, and you have not had sex with anybody in years. But there's this one other person, and it's a cisgender woman. Would you rather never have sex again or have sex with a cisgender woman? And this is no tea on a woman. This is, we're talking about a gay
doggy
person.
Style, raw. Next question.
Okay, work.
I'd be like, pull your hair up into a bun so it looks like a little man bun.
And go, ooh.
And then go doggy style so I don't have to see no titties. And then just stick your ass up. Bitch, I'll do it. Listen, my favorite part of like when I'm watching corn is doggy style.
Oh, okay. Well, work.
So I could deal with that.
Well, work. Okay. By the end, when you finally get rescued, Shontelle will have been a father of 3, honey.
Probably more than that, bitch. I live.
Oh my gosh. Well, I would rather never have sex.
Really?
Yes. never have sex. I'm just not like
You stick it in a coconut.
I'm just not attracted to a woman.
You know how people like they'll cut holes into like a watermelon and use it as that. Bitch, you'd cut one into a coconut, honey, and you'd be like, this coconut's about to lose its virginity, bitch.
Girl, no, bitch. I'd be finding a sea cucumber.
Not the sea cucumber, bitch. Those are poisonous, you fucking dumb bitch.
Girl. All those other things.
You would end up dead on an island, bitch. You'd be like, oh, this sea cucumber works.
Girl, hey. I've had plenty of other things inside of me, bitch. Might as well try the sea cucumber. Well, that concludes our game of this or that. We're gonna do this or that more often. I think it's fun. I think we definitely got some like different things. But I also like to do different games with us. As we've seen, some things you like, some things I don't like, some things we like, some all that. So we're just play different things. And I got all of these ideas from ChatGPT. If you have any game ideas that you would like us to play, leave the list in the comments and please explain, because if I don't know how to play the game, I won't be able to play it. So
yes,
we would love to do that. But today's special guest is one of my friends. I've known her for years and years and years. Always has been very gracious with being there for entertainers when they've needed her, ask questions, borrow things, such and such. And today's guest is Willam. We're going to be doing an interview with her, getting her tea on her life, her career, and maybe some...
What's next?
Maybe some good tea, sweetie. Some hot boiling tea. So that is coming up next. Hi, Willam!
Yes. Hi, girls. Hi, Shontelle. Hi, Trinity.
Hi. You look gorgeous in this, it's like a rose gold wig.
It's like pussy pink.
Thank you so much. It's the wig that you put on when you need to cover everything from here and here.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm glad one of us is in drag today, girl. My studio, I don't have internet in my studio yet for me to be getting in drag yet. I've got to figure that out.
I feel like the horrible things I usually say tend to go over better if I look pretty.
Yes.
Well, girl, lately you've been looking gorgeous. Let's just say that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, we have a lot of questions. I want to get to know you more. I mean, we're friends, so I know a lot about you, but there are certain things that I don't know about you, and there are certain things that the fan base probably wants to know that we are going to cover today. Shontelle, let's start with you. You have a very hot question.
Yeah. So I want to know because a lot of people have had this on the tip of their lips.
As of recent.
Can you queer me?
Me?
Do you have any new music coming out?
I'm trying so hard to put music out right now. There's plenty of songs written, and I just haven't recorded them yet. Music takes so much effort in terms of funding and trying to get it out there. I think Monet just talked about not being able to, I think with you, I'm pretty sure, not being able to get on mainstream shows as a performer or an artist, how anyone else could, just because the whole drag race thing. And it seems like sometimes people don't want that. And with the music, you go up against the same thing promotion wise. It's like, if you put it out there and it's great. But if you can't promote it and get new ears on it and eyes on it, it's just like one of those things where you're like, oh, this was a very expensive pet project, Yeah,
and for sure.
It's equalizing out with paying the people, because my producers are the same ones that Rue uses now. Like Markaholic he did Boys Bottom, Chow Down, and all those. He did Kitty Girl. He did Hey Sis, It's Christmas. Like, he's a great producer, and he's not free. So I have to pay for all that. I don't have a label behind me. And then making the music videos that go along with it. It's
my gosh, yeah.
Even the cheap ones, like Boy Is a Bottom was so gutter cheap because I did most of it on my own. And that was still $2,500. Yeah. Nothing is $2,500 anymore. So like putting out the videos, those are just basically expensive calling cards for people to see your stuff. They don't really make any money all the time. So it's like trying to find ways to make it work for you are very difficult. So my plan is put out some stuff during Christmas and hope people want to give me $1 for a good Christmas song, because my Christmas music is fucking fierce. I have a song with.
Is it going to be like? Do you like to do just like campy music, or are you planning to do anything like serious?
I find that I'm best when I'm making people laugh, and I'm not a serious person. It doesn't fit well with anything that I do. I'm a comedian who uses music mostly, and if my music is also listenable and palatable and doesn't make you want to scratch walls or put nails in your ears, great.
I have a question about music, because you've been in 2 girl groups, which was the AAA girls, and then what was your other girl group called?
DWV.
Yeah, DWV. And you've had a lot of success with these, a lot of great hits. Girl, millions of views on these videos. Would you pursue this venture again with like a girl group? Would you revisit those 2 other groups, or would you create a new one?
I feel like I really want to do, I don't want to do a group anymore. I want to do a band. I want to do girls that can play instruments and sing. I want to like get Thorgy up in there. I want to get a bitch on the triangle. I want another girl on
Not
cymbal.
the triangle. Yes.
Yeah, I want to do a band. I don't just want to do like a group anymore. So that is my next goal. It's on my vision board. I've always just wanted to do like 70s and 80s stuff, like with girls, and call it the She-Goals, like Journey and Earth, Wind and Fire.
I love the 70s and 80s. That's a good idea.
Me too. Just like Ostrich, and then flowing like Stevie Nicks bullshit, and lots of cocaine for everyone. I don't even like cocaine, but I'm going to put it on the rider.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, my big question too about this, and I'm actually getting ready to release an album next month. But
Rainbow
my
Spotlight,
music
let us know when it comes out.
It comes out August 29th. But my question for you is, because you've done like campy stuff, do you think that drag queens struggle with being taken more serious as artists versus like just normal pop singers? Or do you think that it's becoming more accepted?
I think it's definitely still what you said. Everything goes down better with a laugh, and drag queens were looked at as giant jokes anyway, just as a visual. Even if we're beautiful and stunning, we're still somebody that somebody wants to make fun of. Usually, if 1 out of 10 people, there's some asshole. So being serious for me has never been an accomplishable goal with music. I've done like 1 or 2 songs that were like rock based. One was by Scooter Jennings, which is Waylon Jennings' son. And that didn't go anywhere. I was like semi-managed by Lisa Loeb and Courtney Love's manager for a minute. She produced a show called Rock of Ages, which I was in, and that kind of helped me discover my voice. And that was a flop. And then I did a song called She Doesn't Know. That was a flop. And then another song called Potential New Boyfriend, which was a Dolly Parton cover. And I love that, but like it didn't catch on. And I find that people are more apt to post or to support when it's funny. And I mean, that's my brand. So I'm kind of like going with it. Funny or controversial. Like Chick-fil-A was all about like Chow Down. Like Chow Down was about Chick-fil-A and how they're a bad company, and we were trying to get the word out, and people wanted to further that. So I wish you luck, but
You're like, I wish you luck, but it's not going to happen.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that because it has happened.
No, I know.
A lot of people, like Pablo Vittar, she's been a serious musician. Trixie's music lacks humor. And it's country, and it's very straightforward.
I mean, I know that wasn't shade, and it is true, but it just sounded so shady, even though it's not shade. That's true.
Yeah.
She does
the truth. Sometimes the truth is shady.
Yeah.
She does serious music, but it's like it just sounded funny.
The joke is when you open your eyes.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
I do have a question about, you've done a lot of TV and movie stuff. Like I was looking at your Wikipedia page, and like it's astounding. I think probably out of any Rue Girl, you have done the most TV, movie stuff out of anybody, like accumulatively, like over the years. Outside of Drag Race, most notably, A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper,
which they had to fight for drag queens to be in that movie, right?
Yeah, they definitely did. We got cast. We did the hair and makeup and wardrobe tests, and then a week before we were supposed to shoot, they said all the quote like sticks in my head because it was a text message from my agent, and it said, terrible news, all of your scenes have been cut. They said they will circle back if anything changes. And then a week less than a week after that, they said, are you available for this day? And I was like, of course, duh. And yeah, from what I gathered from everybody, they were going to just make Gaga a waitress, and it wasn't going to be like the drag club, no singing, none of that. And then she fought for us to be in there because she really wanted the drag queens to be included, because that's how she kind of came up. And this is like, some of it included her story and her genesis, you know?
Yeah.
What was your other stuff that you were talking about, Trinity?
My question is, out of all the TV and film stuff that you've done, what has been your favorite project?
Ooh. I'd say my favorite project has been probably Nip Tuck. Nip Tuck was such a cool show, and it was the first time I actually felt like I did my job really well, because they kept writing stuff for me and more episodes, and it was like my third or fourth time auditioning to be on that show in a different role, and to finally like get it and to feel like, oh, I did my job. It was great. And then Ryan's had me back for his other TV shows, and every time he's got a new show, I audition for him. I don't always book him, but I definitely am in his mind, at least, which is nice. It means I did my job.
Yeah, that's
but my second favorite show is a show that's on Reverie right now called Unconventional, and it's got James Bland from Giants, Kit Williamson from Eastsiders, Kathy Griffin, Jenna Uskowitz from Glee. I think Meatball's in it. There's a lot of drag queens in it and trans people and lesbians, and there's one for everybody. Everybody's represented in this show. It's on Reverie. It's free to watch, and it's all about people in their 30s who are really, really good looking with problems.
You speaking of EastEnders, you did that show, right? And you, like, your character was also a drag queen. You got married in it.
Yeah.
I loved that show. I remember streaming it. I was so sad that when it was like, okay, it finally wrapped up and it was done. But
I got two Emmy nominations for that, and one of them was for hair and makeup, which was a group nomination with all the other drag queens from the wedding episode that we did, because Kit Williamson is like, he's a guy, but he's a girl's girl. He knew that like we all did our own faces and we should be getting recognition. And so he submitted us and we were nominated because we deserved it. Marta Pichu, me, Katya, Manila, a bunch of us. And that's the kind of thing where like without a voice that's supporting you, people don't know how to do that. Like, you know, it's a difficult process to be nominated for the Emmys and to do for your consideration and all those things. And,
a lot of those projects that we do as drag queen, we don't get those nominations, even if the movie or TV show does get the nominations. They take the credit for it, even if we're doing it ourselves.
Wow.
Yeah. And this was one thing that we actually got the credit for, and I was very happy, which is why when Unconventional came about, it was the same team and everything. I was like, let's do it. Mm-hmm. So maybe there'll be a second season of that. We don't even know yet.
That would be fierce.
Well, I have some other questions to ask you. Me and Trinity kind of came up with this, and we're going to ask you a controversial question countdown series.
Okay.
And the first question is...
And feel free, like, give pageant answers.
You can just say no.
Or whatever you feel comfortable talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like people want tea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just how they are. So let's just see what happens. True or false? You were supposed to be in All-Stars 1, but you got removed last minute.
Almost true. It was 40 hours before. I was in a dressing room powdering myself to get into a latex dress to see if it would fit. And that's when I got the call from my manager, who was also managing Michelle Visage at the time. And she told me, because I introduced them, she told me that they no longer saw stakes for me with the cast that ended up being there. And then after that, I spiraled. because I had
Yeah.
spent a bunch of money and cleared my calendar, and I sat down in the dressing room and they were like, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me get this." It was like Carrie in the wedding dress. I was like, "Get this off me." And
Yeah.
I had a moment, and then I got in the car and I was like, "Can you please get them to call me to explain what's going on?" Because I was just on set with them for Drag U a couple weeks ago and everything seemed fine. What happened? Did I do something wrong? Did I say something to make them mad again? Because you know how it is with World of Wonder. They're the best chance in this business for a drag queen to make it out there, no matter what, point blank, because they have the biggest show out there and you want to stay on their good side. I try to stay on people's good side until I'm given a reason not to.
Yeah.
And so that was confusing to me. And Tom Campbell got on the phone with me, and he's the voice in Rue's ear. And he said, "We love you. We just see no stakes with you with any other cast members because you get along with everybody." And the person, who was supposed to be wasn't going to be there anymore because she couldn't pass her background check. Now, that person also couldn't pass her background check for Drag U, which is why I got that episode. So I don't know why they didn't tell me a month before that I wasn't going to be on it. Instead, they told me 40 days before, which was really unprofessional, a handicap, and not how they would want to be treated if that shoe was on their foot.
Yeah. Not to talk too much into depth of this. Like I don't want to get into it too much.
No, it's fine. These are all facts, and they know them too. It's not. These are not my opinions on it. These are facts.
Yeah. And you had mentioned that you had no stakes with any cast members because you get along with everybody, but that's not so much the case now these days. If they asked you to do All Stars again, would you do it?
I would love to answer that question, but first I will have to explain that World of Wonder is, number one, RuPaul's manager. And it is in their best interest to have their star shine bright for as long as possible. They don't trust me around their star because they've met me. And they're correct not to. I'm a liability. I will not do what they want. I will not do what they expect. And I will do me because that's how I've succeeded so far. They wrote something about me. They wrote a lot of things about me in their the first 10 years of Drag Race book, The Decade of Drag Race or whatever. A lot of it was untrue, but they did write something that was slightly complimentary. And they said, Willam is a drag queen best kept in the wild. When brought into captivity, and that's all I remember about it, because
that's a really good way to put it, though, if you think about it.
Well, because you go by the beat of your own drum. You don't
go by the rules.
But it also makes it seem like I can't be trusted on a set, which I can't be trusted on their set. Everybody else's set, there's a reason the IMDb is so long. I've been working for a while because people like me. Ryan Murphy wouldn't have written 4 more episodes of TV, including one titled after my character, if I wasn't okay on set, if I was the monster that World of Wonder would have you believe, which is fine. Like, it surprises people when they meet me. They're like, "Oh, I thought you were going to be a cunt. I thought you were going to be a bitch." And I was like, it's you get to surprise people sometimes.
I also think, and this isn't a question, I'm just elaborating. I've known you for many years outside of what people see online or on YouTube or TV. And I find you to be extremely laid back and chill. I
agree. I've worked with you several times, and you've always been so chill and easygoing and supportive.
Good. Yeah. I hope that other people get to continue to see that. Some people, when you tour how we do and you go into new spaces and new dressing rooms, it's hard to sometimes pick up on the energy right away. But I find that if you're touring, get ready with the other girls.
Yeah.
It's like acclimating yourself to the local allergies and why you want to get a teaspoon of local honey to figure out the area and the girls and who does this and who's what, and remember the girl's name that's introducing you so you can thank her, or grab the host mic at the end and give it up for her. I think
I have high respect for a bitch like you that does that, because there is girls that I've worked with. I used to be on cast at a bar where they booked Rue girls every weekend, and there'd be girls that would come in and they would just stick in their own bubble. They would stay on their phone, which is fine. I get it. You're probably traveling every single day and meeting people, and sometimes you're just burnt out. But it's nice for you to say, I'm going to recognize the girl on the microphone. I'm going to thank people. I'm going to make sure you spend your times doing your rounds, because at the end of the day, we all signed up for this. We're around people.
Yeah.
You know, this is what we got to do. Just like you say, like we're always like the people that are looked at the most as drag queens.
Mhm.
And for you to always make
time for
everybody feel seen is the reason why you're still here today. That's my opinion.
I agree with you on that. The other reason that I'm trying to like, you know, remember names and get on the mic is longevity and jobs, but also the bar owners. The reason that you and all of us are drag queens at bars is because their end game is to make sales and to sell liquor. And if drag queens help people do that by announcing a Jello shot or by being a good enough entertainer that people want to stay and buy alcohol from their establishment, that means we did our job. So being social with people, and girls, I haven't drank since 2015, but when people offer to buy me a shot, I say, yes, thank you. And I get the shot. A bar owner told me that my bar tab had 29 shots one night, and this was a couple years ago. I don't drink. Those shots all went to other people who wanted to drink. And like I said, thank you. And I did all my, like, you don't turn down sales in a club. It's just
right. That's that's what we're there for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is drive sales.
And you always have to remember as a drag queen, like you want to be invited back. You're a guest in someone's house and you want to make a good impression. And they're not going to remember what you wore, what color your outfit was.
They're going to remember how you made them feel.
Yeah, exactly. They'll remember the color of my shoes, red on the bottom, but they won't remember anything else. But they will be like, oh, I had a good time with that bitch. Or you know what? She gave me a shot. I like her. Or she gave me poppers.
You're so right.
She sucked my balls. I like her.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree with everything you're saying.
I have a question, and I know this firsthand. You are known for having a huge designer wardrobe. Lots of Rue girls have pulled from your wardrobe, including me, for All Stars 4. Okay. I borrowed your blue coat from Sex and the City.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I ended up not wearing it because my character wasn't Carrie, but I think Naomi wore it for that episode, I think. But have you ever gotten any of your loans back damaged or just not at all? You never got it back?
Yes, I have. From one Rue girl, and I'm not sure if it was her fault or the person that returned it, because another Rue girl returned the stuff from her season, but it was something that I lent out in a bag on a hanger, and it was a top and a bottom, so like it was hung, 2 hangers. It came back. It looked like it was rolled upon itself, the suit or the top and the bottom. And there was no hanger and no bag, and it was in the bottom of a drag bag with all the other returns. The bottom.
No, ma'am. I'm a very big person. I let people borrow my shit too, and I'm like, if you don't return it exactly how it is, I'm gonna let you have it, and I'm never gonna let you borrow anything again.
What was the designer brand of that?
It was Yves Saint Laurent.
Oh damn! And did it ruin the suit?
I had to get it repaired, but it did not. Thankfully, it did not ruin it, but it
cost you money.
Yeah, and I don't charge these girls for when they borrow stuff, so like even like a cleaning fee would have been like nice, but I don't know if that person handled it differently and then who returned it shoved it in that bag like that or what went on, but I'm not going to cause a problem until that person wants to borrow stuff from me again. They returned a wig to me too with a lot of makeup on it, and that could have easily been fixed. Makeup is so easy to get off of a wig.
Yeah, you just clean the lace.
It wasn't even blue. And I was like, y'all, you didn't even want to like take some alcohol to that. And that's just, some people weren't raised like that, you know? And I find that younger kids are, I'll be quiet. Sorry, I don't want to offend the youth. I don't want to offend the youth.
I agree with a lot of things you're saying. But I will say I have one more question, and this has to do with like All Stars. Which All Stars casting made you go, really her?
Everybody has something to offer. I'll start off by saying that. But there's definitely been some people that I was like, huh? And
do you want to say names?
You don't have to say names if you don't want to.
No, let me think of some. The season that I was supposed to be on, I was a little confused that Mimi was there, but then I realized they got what they wanted. They needed like a big bad and a villain. And
Yeah.
that wasn't going to be me because all those people in that room kind of featured me.
Yeah.
All Stars 2, was that Alaska?
Yes.
And Detox and Katya? That one was great. Who won All Stars 3?
Trixie.
Yeah, that one was fine too. Oh, well, yeah, that one was fine. There were a couple girls where I was happy to see them back, but I didn't know what they were going to do more than what they did on their season. Like,
Yeah.
James Mansfield is a great queen. People love him. I don't necessarily see his drag the way I don't see, like, say, Ginger's drag, but I can acknowledge that they're a great drag queen. Nina West and
There's
I
not
are
like layers to them.
Nina West and I are great buddies, and it's not because I want to go to all of her shows. Like, I love her, and I love her drag, and I love that she has a wink nudge, but she can also live in that, like, Disney world, you know?
Yeah, it's just not your thing.
Yeah, James isn't my thing, and that's fine. I tend to gravitate towards people that are, I do drag and I'm enough as Willam. I'm me all the time. People that put on a character like a Ben de la Creme or a James Mansfield, I relate less to them and identify less to them, I think, because I'm always wondering, what am I watching? Who am I watching? Is this the person? Is this the character? And I don't respond to it as well for whatever reason in my own entertainment meter, you know? Ben, I love. Ben is a brilliant writer. I go to all of his Christmas shows with Jinx.
Very brilliant. Yeah.
I know her as a person too. Maybe I don't connect with James as much because I don't know her as a person and we had a bad first impression at DragCon. But like, I'd say James was my biggest surprise, but also like, good. I'm glad she got a chance. I'm glad people get to see more of what they could do. I want them to do a first out season. I think that would be super.
Because that would be dope.
It's just the gimmick of it is just such a good idea. Everybody's always saying do an all villain season, but I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Well, especially now they're always saying like losing is the new winning. Like, capitalize on that and bring all the first outs.
Speaking of losing a lot, how do you feel, and this will be my last question of this controversial countdown, how do you feel about queens coming back multiple times to the show?
If they come back multiple times, it's probably indicative that they are what the show is. They're a star. And there's a reason they're there. It's probably because they make good TV. And I'm all for it. Also, they're running out of girls that have been in the top 6. Like, where the All-Stars usually were pulled from back in the day. Like, where's Dita Ritzbin? Where's Kenya Michaels? Where's my season girls that were shining stars, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to give girls a chance to showcase themselves on TV in a show that I produce. But right now, Drag Race is the best option, and I'm glad that it's there. I'm glad that my sisters have a chance to be on TV again. I would never begrudge a girl for going on TV. That would be stupid. We're drag queens. We want engagement and attention, usually.
Yeah, I look at like Drag Race because it is a competition, and like you look at these other competition shows like The Challenge, like Survivor. You have some contestants that have gone back like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Like literally, Wes from The Challenge has been back like probably like 10 times, and it's like, why are we being so negative to girls coming back multiple times when this is it's a competition show? It's not just a reality show. It's a competition show. So like they're going back and it's a different game every single time. Yeah. So I think that's great. And also, like you said, these are some of these people that come back usually are stars. They give good TV, and I like seeing that. I like that. I would go back again. I would go back to a All Stars or something else.
I mean, if they asked me and I knew the intentions were pure, I would too. But I don't need to step around those landmines because they would never edit me favorably. Yeah. But also, like you touched on something about like, why do people rag on people? people are going to rag on you one way or another. There's always going to be that negativity, and it's about focusing on the people that love you instead of focusing on the people that hate you, and the rage bait of wanting to reply to everybody and be like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr," which I'm guilty of all the time. But also, like, I try to take a step back and be like, okay, you're not going on the internet today, because
That's how I am.
If you look for shit, you're going to find shit.
Yeah.
So I just have to try to like focus on good things. Like I saw you in an outfit promoting something that I was like, I wore that outfit. It was like the Casey Adler outfit with like the big blue and pink wavy sleeves, and you have the hair all go.
Oh yeah.
I wore that outfit. It's such a cute outfit.
Yes.
It's just like all this stuff on top, tiny little waist, little skirt.
Yes. Well, is there anything that you want to plug project-wise that's coming out?
I have the show Unconventional on Reverie. Everybody go watch that for free if you'd like. It's revry.com. The show's called Unconventional. And if anybody would like to listen to some wonderful podcasts, we have Very Delta available on the Mom Network, which is Delta Works YouTube and podcast show. We have Sloppy Seconds with Meatball and Big Dipper. And then we have Hot Goss and Race Chaser with Alaska and I on the Mom Network. And it's we would love your anybody who's listening, give us a follow or a subscribe. You don't even have to listen, just subscribe to us. It helps the algorithm, and we're drag queens, we deserve it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being a guest today. I love you.
Yes.
I hope to hang out with you sometime soon. You look beautiful.
I'll see you soon. Bye, Shontelle.
All right.
Bye. Good seeing you.
Bye.
Bye.
That was great. I love Willam.
Yeah.
I think she's such a girl's girl, an entertainer's entertainer. She always has her sisters, the ones that she.
But you can just tell she's a professional. Like when she's worked at clubs, when she mentioned that she likes to make sure everybody is seen,
and she does. And like this is genuine.
No, I know.
Really
I've worked with her.
Genuinely does. Yeah.
When she came to play, like she was very much like that. And if you noticed, a lot of the girls that do that are the ones that are still working today.
Yeah. Well, we are going to go over to our Patreon and do our Patreon exclusives today, and we are going to be talking about our biggest fears. And things, not fears,
scariest moments.
Our scariest moments. Yes, that have happened.
I was like, bitch, I didn't get those.
Yeah, no, that's our scariest moments. And so go over there now to Patreon, check that out. It's only $5. It helps us pay for all of our editing. We appreciate you watching today, and until next time, we'll see you later.